Keselowski gets turned by William Byron. Blaney gets caught up. Gilliland, Truex, Hamlin, and more.
All those Fords were struggling to get around Chastain. Who could get around and get that clean air track position first? That's what happened.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I mean, it's a parking lot down there. Cars parked everywhere.
Blaney out. Big damage on him.
Toe link broke on the back. That one's done.
Keselowski all wadded up. Gilliland, the black and red car, right with him. Anthony Alfredo there.
Reddick, massive damage on him.
Thursday night winner Tyler Reddick. Martin Truex. Eric Jones comes to pit road. So does Kyle Larson. Denny Hamlin made it back to the pits. So did Chris Buescher.
Well, a lot
of damage.
It just always gets to this point as you get to the end of the race. The pushes get harder. Everybody's just throwing caution to the wind to say, the heck with it. I'm going to the front. Martin Truex tore it. He's tore it bad right there.
Well, Chastain, I mean, I'd say he was a lone wolf up there. He was throwing blocks left and right, and they were making moves.
It was Alex Bowman with a push into William Byron that did not go well.
But it was the movement in front of them started stacking those guys up.
Yeah, when they get to blocking and moving out of line, those bump drafts just become misaligned, and all that energy going forward, they can't stop it, and they wind up running into the back of each other, misaligned, and they wreck, just like they did right there.
Chase Briscoe, the Mahindra Tractors cam, as he sits stopped. Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney.
There's no wreck. That's where it ended.
Here's some audio from William Byron.
Yeah, I think we just got crossed up there, like the 6 and the 1 were changing lanes a bunch, and I was getting pushed.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we just mentioned. So let's take a look at it. Yeah, and you're going to see William Byron right here. Oh, we got
actually all three of those. Yeah, that's a pretty good.
All three of those.
I'm glad you hit that.
And you see Alex Bowman up the racetrack, and then they start zigging and zagging here. And
well, obviously, William Byron and Bowman, that's where it ended up. But the movement from the 6 and the 22, jockeying for position, trying to outduel one another to that position of passing Chastain, that's what stacked all those guys up and got them in trouble. Those guys were going for it. Chastain was holding them up. You saw the 6 go to the bottom. You saw the 22 go to the outside. The race was on, and unfortunately those guys behind him.
This gives you a much better view right there. You see the 24 car just being pushed, and sometimes you're not aligned, and you know you're not lifting, and that car gets to moving around, and you hope it works out, and it just didn't work out right here.
We saw this same scenario playing out at the duels the other night when Blaney got in a wreck. You really can't pin it on anybody. It's hard racing, everybody going for it, but when those cars move in front of them, it slows the energy down.
Let's ride with Alex Bowman.
He was trying to stay off of him.
And you heard him lifting out of the gas.
Several times. This probably tells the other part of the story. You're not going to run 3 wide that long.
Well, we said it several laps ago, right? We both said it. The way that the pushes were coming, it was just a matter of time before this happened. And with the energy and everything that there is right now, it's just too much for the cars to handle to go straight. And that was a classic example of just getting shoved a little bit too hard and getting out of shape, and it's not time to lift.
Here's Denny Hamlin.
Terrible feeling.
Nothing you could do. Long for the ride. Landed right in his lap.
And we'll look out the back of Ross Chastain's number 1. This is Ross Chastain's crew led by Phil Surgeon. Yep, they were out in front of it.
I mean, that was inches that they missed the back bumper of that car.
Yeah, when Kozlowski turns.
Oh my gosh. If that left rear quarter panel wasn't curved in a little bit, I mean, it went right with the curvature of the left rear quarter panel.
Ross Chastain and Brandon McReynolds did a phenomenal job of keeping those guys behind him. Had he slipped up one time and missed a block, he'd have been right in the middle of that.
All right, let's do this next replay in real time.